The top U.S. streaming artists, late 24, early 25. Number 1 is Taylor Swift. Number 2 is Drake. Number 3 is Zach Bryan. Number 4 is Morgan Wallen. Number 5 is The Weeknd. Number 6 is Kanye. Number 7 is Billie Eilish. And
you gotta
number
look at it
8
on the year perspective.
is Bad Bunny.
Because
that's number 8 on the list. And then Travis Scott and then SZA.
Yeah, we gotta look at it on a year because if you're saying, is it for the full year?
I think so. I think that's late. I think like a 6 month block is based on what this AI overview is. Listen, he is in the top 10. I'm not saying he's not. I'm not saying he's not a great artist.
And let me tell you this. We don't have that many, unless you want to pick like some boutique or throwback type performance, which everybody's always going to appreciate. But like, you're not going to pick one person that's going to appeal to everybody. So you got to ostracize. This is how, first of all, the reason why you're also bringing this up is that back in the day, the selections were very simple. It was going to be an artist that would be like completely considered pop. What pop was is top 40. Yeah. You're making music that what top 40 usually meant, from how Billboard and Nielsen SoundScan like looked at it back then, was top 40 represents what the middle American casual listener would listen to and identify with, which would be pop music made by white people. This is why when black people started making music that would kind of start going into top 40, they would have the argument of, is this a pop artist? Because we call those people hip hop, or we call them other genres. But now we get to realize what pop is. Pop could be Burna Boy whenever he drops his music. Pop, like, these guys are all doing stadiums. It could be Peso Pluma. Peso Pluma's a huge artist.
Right.
I don't know his music. I'll keep it a bean. But
neither do
his
I.
numbers are undeniable, right? Also, you
to
have
the Spanish audience.
Say again?
Not to the American audience. I don't know I do not know a single non-Spanish
speaking. You older than me. You more traveled.
I'm 52. Listen, I don't know a single non-Spanish speaking person that listens to Peso Pluma.
But you don't get what I'm saying. If you, first of all, I don't even know how you live in California. There's mad Mexicans up in California.
I know this. They're probably all mad at me right now.
Yo, San Antonio, Texas, Arizona, like you could see, like Mexican culture really is like, it's spread all the way into the United States. So when you say you don't know, it sounds like you need to know more people who speak English.
No, listen, I have Spanish-speaking friends that do listen to this stuff, but they speak Spanish. My friends who don't speak Spanish.
You feel like you're going to get left out, Vlad. You feel like, yo, we going to have a translator there. You know how to be having a sign language person?
Well, you can get those,
we're going to have the subtitles for you.
The new AirPods. I think they translate on the fly.
I'm in there. Yo, listen.
You're there?
I'm in there. Listen, yo, let me tell you this. Yo, he's like not only the Hispanic Drake, he's the Hispanic Chris Brown. I'm telling you, I'm in there. I'm in there just trying to bag some joints already.
You're there for other reasons. You're not
no. I love the music. No.
Because you're a fan of the music. It took you forever to name one song, and you're not even sure if that's the name of the song.
No.
You don't know any of the lyrics.
No, Vlad.
Do you even know what the song's about? What's that song about?
Vlad.
What's that song about? Your favorite song? What is it about?
I don't know.
No idea. Now, Vlad, let me tell you something.
Music. Hold on. Music doesn't. You know how many times I've seen? I used to listen to Prince Royce. Right. My favorite song by him. By the way, this is not even a popular. He's a Spanish artist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Favorite song is called Corazon Sin Cara, right?
Yeah.
That song sounds so good sonically. I only found out what it really meant later, right? Even though it's kind of like built into the name. However, that's not a prerequisite of you liking a song. Like, there's people who are singing songs that's low-key about, I always told people, I'm like, yo, y'all be singing Drake Toosie Slide. That's a whole drill song made into a TikTok dance. Now I'm saying, if we don't catch him this time, we don't catch him next time, we gonna slide. I'm telling you, go read the lyrics to Tootsie Slide, and if you don't realize that Drake is, in a very clever way, writing a revenge song, you're an idiot. Just like how EXO Tour Life, or the majority of Uzi's album, it's a breakup album.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So sometimes you might not know what you're listening to, but it doesn't mean you can't certify as hot. Bad Bunny undoubtedly makes some of the best music, way better than some of these. I want to see these niggas up there. I want to see Bad Bunny. Change up the vibe.
Look, I had DJ Envy here yesterday, and he brought up an interesting point. He said, well, what about reggae music? A lot of people don't understand patois. Do you feel the same way about that? And I said, no, because actually I can understand patois pretty well. not perfectly, but at least I can understand the overall gist and feeling and meaning behind the song. Yes, a few slang words are going to get by me because I'm not Jamaican, but I've been around the culture enough to actually appreciate
You're more
it.
endearing to the culture. That's it, Vlad. But I'm telling you, shoot, I do feel like I'm outside when it comes to Latin culture, but it's infectious. Like, it's infectious.
I'm happy that he's getting the opportunity. He is a great artist. I never said he was whack. I didn't say, he's not big enough to deserve it or whatever else. He absolutely deserves it. But my whole thing is, it'd be more fitting in an event like World Cup than the Super Bowl.
I think you should do both. Let me tell you, I like him. I like him because, and I think this is why, obviously we get the language thing. He came in the game and he fucked it up. And he changed how all these people, especially, all these labels went to Puerto Rico to find more artists. Like, they're there. Like, they be hitting me like, yeah, we over here, we about this favela, we trying to find them. I'm telling you, they're there trying to find. He came, at first labels didn't sign like artists because they didn't even think the market was big enough, then the numbers exploded. That's what I'm telling you, on streaming, they kill it. So, because if you're from Puerto Rico or you're from Dominican Republic, not only you got the whole island there, you got everybody in New York, you got the whole East Coast, then your music translates easily to people on the southern border and then on the West Coast. So you get to realize people in New York, they have to, especially people in LA, I'm talking about black rappers or just rappers in general, they got to do a lot to cross over. Like, we ain't trying to hear that, what up, blood, what up, cuz shit all the time. Your music stops at a certain point because it doesn't translate well because a lot of people make regional music. The thing with Spanish and just that language is a global identifier that brings their music, and that's why their streaming numbers are so crazy. They get their island, they get all the other Latin countries who could identify with that music. Again, yes, we're gonna sit there for like 20 minutes and hope we like see something because we don't understand much, but you might know a catchy song or two because they do spin the brakes out of these songs.